Western medicine doctor, but my uncle, who is my mother's brother, traditional Chinese doctor.
Yeah.
I can see the huge difference between the two. When my mother opened that kind of Western medical doctor, it's like I always laughed, it's like a carpenter's box. Because you have all kinds of knives, chops, blah, blah.
Well, butcher style.
Yeah, butcher style, yeah. But for Chinese medical doctor, you need nothing, just...
You have the needles.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
So when I wrote that novel, I already wrote quite some pieces about the Chinese medicine, Chinese Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism.
Yeah.
While during that screenwriting for the Olympic game opening ceremony, I got more focused on the Chinese history and the Taoism. And during that period of time, I received an email from one of my readers, and he said, I want to have a talk with you because I'm really fascinated by your book. There is a lot of talking about the Taoism and the Chinese medicine. I said, yeah, bingo, let's see. When I opened the door, I found out this is a Buddhist monk. So it's really strange. So when he looked at me, he said, when I read a book, I felt that in your previous life, you must have been a Taoist. Now when I have a look at your face, I'm fully convinced. Your previous life must be a Taoist.
Yes.
And then
I feel that too, you know, just from talking to you.
It's just
for
funny.
listening to this story.
Then he said, you should leave your beard. Because I never, had to look like this before.
No.
I said, why? He said,
Tao.
As a Taoist,
Yeah.
you should have a Taoist look.
Yeah.
I said, okay, I may have a try because I don't want to have a shaving every day anyway. I'm a lazy person. So from then on, I began to have my,
Yeah.
beard.
And then you don't have a tail yet. Which you should have.
So he said, okay, you should follow a route. Then you can find more encounters of your previous life. You will find your karma, or Chinese word, 缘分. Yuan is a very Buddhist word. I translate it as hidden link, which is kind of link invisible to your eyes, but you can see it is there. So people think, this must be a joke. And how could you believe this? Then I was just curious. I said, okay, where should I go?
You were not involved in spiritual groups or this Tao practicing?
No, not at all.
So you were a businessman at heart still back then? Or,
yeah.
Or interested in more, outward social things?
Yeah, but more culturally, of course. I was curious about the
exactly.
Chinese culture and the Taoism and the Chinese medicine.
Yeah, but more from an outside.
Yeah, never really got involved with healing.
No.
He said if you follow the route of your previous life, then you can find something really interesting.
And what did you find?
I asked, where did I stay in my previous life?
Yeah.
And he gave me a list. One of them is the Wudang Mountain. That's a very famous Taoist mountain. Then the West Hunan province, West Hubei province. Then another mountain in the south called the Nanyue, very famous Taoist and Buddhist mountain. Then all the way up to Beijing. There is a very famous Taoist temple called Baiyunguan, or White Cloud Temple.
I've heard about this temple.
Yeah, and he said that's the route.
Yes, and that's also a very old tradition.
Yeah, and my friends would normally laugh at me. Do you really believe in this kind of bullshit? And I not only believe in it, I just put on my bag, boom, I just exactly followed the route. And to my great surprise, I did find something really, really interesting. All kinds of healers. They don't use medicine. No, not even herbal stuff. One of the most fascinating things is to acupressure. They just use the fingers. That guy treated all the people who have been paralyzed. Got a strike, like half body paralyzed.
Yes.
And he treated them with nothing, just fingers, acupressure. it's amazing. I saw him